Now, as far as maintenance for an aquarium is concerned, obviously how good your filter is a factor. How good quality your food is a massive factor. But ultimately, the other factor is your bioload. So if you have lots and lots of fish, you need to be prepared to do more and more maintenance. So if you have an aquarium like this and it's not overly well stocked, then your maintenance will be much, much lower. An aquarium like this, a cichlid aquarium, it's not uncommon for people to service the tank every 3 months, assuming the tank is not too populated. If the tank is super high populated, you may even require weekly maintenance. So there is a disproportionate amount of maintenance required when you have a disproportionate amount of fish in the tank. And I mean amount of fish, but I also very much mean size of fish. Bigger fish are nowhere near as economical with their nutrients as smaller fish. So more small fish are cleaner than bigger fish. So obviously when you set a tank up, you're probably going to put about 40 fish in this, and then they're all going to grow. And it's also very important as your fish grow to monitor their temperament, because if you don't have enough fish in the tank, you'll find they'll all hide, and you'll find they become very territorial and very aggressive. If you have enough fish in the tank, you'll find they're using the whole tank and they'll look really quite happy, because you need plenty of fish to make the fish feel safe, and then they will not stress and they will not be as aggressive. Less fish makes the fish feel more vulnerable and tend to make the fish more aggressive. Then you also need to be watching the boss of the tank. So the boss is normally a beautiful male that will normally patrol the aquarium, and a good boss should give everyone a bit of a chase, but then not really pick on anyone. Also, it's quite common if you get a good boss, if he sees other fish fighting, it's quite common that he'll come and break up the fight, because he likes the hierarchy the way it is and doesn't want fish changing their position in the hierarchy. Otherwise, it does threaten his dominance. So a beautiful, well-stocked cichlid aquarium with a good boss will be a beautiful aquarium. A fish like a Venustus is a very good boss. On the other hand, if you have a bad boss, your tank will be a nightmare. So let's say you have Adolf Hitler run your country. What he'll do is he'll pick a certain fish and he'll slowly pick at it and pick at it and pick at it till eventually he kills it. Then once he's got that one, he'll pick another type of fish, pick at it, pick at it, pick at it until he eventually kills it. So if you see that behavior going on, you have two options. One is put in a bigger fish that may dominate Adolf, or second, just get rid of him. So you can't control your fish, but you do have control over them. So don't be that person that comes in all pissed off because their fish has killed all the other fish, because generally that takes time. And if you see him knock off one or two, just get rid of him. Because the other thing is that fish learn from each other's behavior. So if you have a bad boss that kills the other fish, there's more chance that the next boss is going to behave the same. So it's very important that you're accountable for the behavior of your fish. And that basically means if your fish are getting along and if everyone's happy, Bob's your uncle. On the other hand, if your fish are fighting and you've got issues, then it's up to you to change the environment. It is not the fish's fault. It's very common that people will get pissed off at the fish and they'll say, this fish shouldn't have done that. In the book, it says this fish was peaceful, but this fish is aggressive. But unfortunately, the fish don't read the books and the fish just do whatever the fish do. And your job is to watch. And if you see something going on in your aquarium that you don't like, the best thing to do is grab your phone, make a little video of the tank running, let us see the filter, but we also want to see any bits and pieces you've got for the aquarium, and then bring a water sample down to us at the shop. The other thing is that fish will get aggressive, sometimes if there's not enough water flow, sometimes if you don't have enough fish, and often if your water quality is not good. These are the sorts of things that can make fish more aggressive, or on the other hand, your fish just might be a bastard and you're better off getting rid of it.